Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New York Jets. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was taken down by
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Morgan looks to throw it. Crowder's got it over the middle. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Number 82.
Jamison Crowder. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake.
At their own 1-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
He lets it fly for Lockett. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Tyler Lockett, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Tyler Lockett, 99 yards. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. The PAT. A second, there is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dunbar with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the interception, here's Smith. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
By the Jets.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd and 1, Morgan throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It's 3rd down.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Morgan. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's got Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Gino on 1st down. Flushed out right. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. He's going to look deep for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. David Moore, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And the Jets 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9. brings up 2nd and 1.
From just shy of midfield, Morgan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. David Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now this throw caught left side, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
And his pass is and he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And this one is incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said, pass protect, let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Second and 10, Smith again. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's Smith. Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Greg Olsen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Denzel Mims. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4, Morgan. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing now is Gino toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This is Carson. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down, Jets.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
42-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Morgan. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Ryan pulled that time there to get a hand on it.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Morgan sets up to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be enters. And the ball is knocked out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
That he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. Now Gino. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Blesson Austin. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more.
And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jared Jordan Reed. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing from the gun is Morgan. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's Morgan as he'll try and throw for it. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Carson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the 50, it's Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's Berrios. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
2-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now Morgan throwing again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Bell. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 4th down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
4-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Eluding the pressure right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And a big loss here as he's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is DJ Reed returning. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. And my goodness, another interception. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
2nd and inches.
They'll go again with Bell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Carry there by Le'Veon Bell, and he's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing, and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Ball carrier.
Le'Veon Bell. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Jets 19.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Here's Reed. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's now
an incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Morgan. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder.
Morgan.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete to
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
It's 2nd
off the bootleg. Morgan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Bell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On the carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Morgan looks to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds his man Griffin. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Morgan now on 3rd down. He'll air this one out for Mims. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown, New York.
Denzel Mims with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game. And it's no good. My goodness, his 3rd miss of the game here on a PAT. And wouldn't you know it, that's the difference in this game right now. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Reed returning. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Taken down at
the linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot,
and now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
It'll be Carson. They run for it, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. He's looking deep for Bell, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. Play action with Morgan. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Morgan to throw. A screen to Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Morgan. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. He got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. The throw complete to Dorsett, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It was Henry Anderson who got in there to get him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Morgan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
1st down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Jets.
1st down, Morgan with it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Number 26.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Morgan going to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, His assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and it's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 23. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Morgan. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw again, Morgan. His throw incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Morgan got a man. It's Mims. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Denzel Mims, the rookie, the intended receiver there. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Morgan. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Smith. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
But it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 47, Jets 32. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to...
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll run on first down. Carson, he'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On third down, it's Carson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And here comes Berrios. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Morgan's pass.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun, Morgan. He's going to let it fly. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Denzel Mims, 62 yards. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
The score, Seahawks 47, Jets 39.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now.
Gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Today's final score, Seahawks.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.